All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples for his younger brothers, and peace and blessing, salutation to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. I just want to get into a lesson, pretty much, just expounding on how everyone is in their lot, you know. Everyone is back, in their lot in the last times of judgment, to either receive a reward for wickedness, all right, or to receive a reward for righteousness, man. So everyone is back, and everything has came full circle. And there's nothing that you can do to get outside, of your lot. Just like Jonah, he could not, get away from being a prophet. That was his lot. You see, Judas, and on the flip side, Judas Iscariot, he couldn't get away from betraying Yahweh Shai. That was his lot, you know. And everything is written. John the Baptist, he had to be that forerunner because that was already written in Isaiah. That was his lot. So everyone that we see on the planet Earth, hold on, everyone that we see on the planet Earth, all right, not even just in Israel, but on the planet Earth is in their lot. Esau, Edom, he's in his lot. He's doing what the scriptures say the wicked and the devil would be doing. And there's nothing, he can do about it. And we're going to prove all these things, in the scriptures. So let's start with Daniel 12 and 13. Now, what was told to Daniel? This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 13. But go thou thy way to the end be, for thou shalt rest. All right. And going back to the spirit world, and stand in thy lot at the end of days. And when you go into that word stand in the Hebrew, all right, and what was Daniel? He was a prophet. So he will come back this time, all right, being a prophet. Now let's get that the Hebrew word, which is Ahmad. All right. I want to get this particular definition. Hmm. Now, when you go to that word Ahmad in the Hebrew for stand, when he told stand in his lot, all right, it says to arise, to appear, to come on the scene. This is one of the definitions for stand, is to rise, to appear, or to come on the scene. So everybody comes on the scene, all right, within their lot. You see, everyone comes on the scene within their lot, man. There's nothing that can be done about it, man. And we pray that we have the lot, of the prophets of old, man. There's prophesied to endure, to stand in the latter days. Everybody's gonna come on the scene as the lot that they're allotted for. Now, another one I want to get, because it says also to appoint, all right, to be appointed. So Daniel was appointed to the lot of the prophet, and it was set up in the spirit world. All right, let's get that real quick in Jeremiah. We're gonna roll through quite a few scriptures and just hit points. All right, this Jeremiah 1 and 5 said, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. So it was already set up. Prophets are born. Then there comes a time when they're called, but you born a prophet. The Most High didn't decide in the middle of your life, to wait to make you a prophet. No, brothers, we was born prophets. If we those men coming back, this is what we was born into, and there was a certain time we was called into our lot. But if we those men coming back, we was born prophets. Our whole birth, you know, was set up around us to prophesy, man. You know, that's why this consumes so much of our life now. Now, let's get this one. It's gonna kind of show you the duality, all right, of their predestination. Now, let's get, all right, 1 Peter chapter 2. All right, verse 5. It says, "Ye also, and then ye is the elect, as lively stones are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High by Yahweh Shah HaMashiach." So there's certain men on the earth, all right, that was predestined to be able to offer up spiritual sacrifice, which this doctrine, the right doctrine, is a spiritual sacrifice. The time and energy that we spend putting these lessons together, that's a spiritual sacrifice. And when we offer up these lessons, you know, when we are obedient, when we're disciplined, those are all spiritual sacrifices that are going up, you know, and it's accepted by Yahweh Shai, because there was men that was predestined to have an acceptable, all right, sacrifice in the spirit, you see. And it says, "Wherefore also it is contained in the scripture, Behold, I lay in Zion a chief cornerstone, elect precious, and he that believeth on him shall not be confounded. Unto you therefore which believe, he is precious. But unto them, all right, which be disobedient, the stone which the builders disallowed, the same is made the head of the corner, and the stone of a stumbling and a rock of offense, even to them which stumble at the word, being disobedient, whereunto also they were appointed." They were appointed, being disobedient, all right, whereunto also they were appointed. Remember, one of the definitions in that word "lot," you know, was to be appointed. So even scoffers and those that disagree with the doctrine, guess what? They was appointed to be that. Just like you had the believers were appointed to that lot. All right. Even at the birth of Yahweh Shai, because that stone of stumbling is Yahweh Shai, because he's that chief cornerstone. Either you gonna build on that chief cornerstone, the believers, they gonna build on that chief cornerstone. And it was appointed for them to build on that chief cornerstone of Yahweh Shai. The unbelievers, they're gonna stumble on that stone and they're gonna be through. You see, but they was appointed to that, man. That's why no one should be proud. You see, because we had nothing to do with it, man. It was all according to the will of Yahweh Shem Shai. Now, let's get that in Luke. Yep. What did what did Simeon, all right, tell Mary and Joseph about, you know, their son Yahushua? This is Luke 2:34. And it says, "And Simeon blessed them and said unto Mary his mother, Behold, this child is set for the fall and rising again of many in Israel, and for a sign which shall be spoken against." Yeah, so he said Yahushua, all right, was gonna be for the rise and fall of many in Israel. Who's gonna rise? The elect that are being built on that chief cornerstone. Who's gonna fall? The non-elect that's stumbling over their stone of Yahushua. But it was all appointed. Everything was appointed. Even when you go back, all right, to when you go to Romans, let's deal with Jacob and Esau. All right. This is Romans 9 and 11. It says, I started at 10. It says, "And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by her father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither have done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand, not of works, but him that calleth." You see, it was a lot. That was Jacob's lot to get the blessing, man. You know, and to be the progenitor of the nation of Israel. That was his lot. Esau, it was his lot to be the wicked, the one that was rejected, all right? The one that was considered profane. That was his lot. There's nothing Esau could do, all right, to change that. Like what he's doing now, Esau trying to change his life. Like all these things that we see, Esau doing with his technology and trying to get inside people and change how people are made up, trying to mainly change the DNA of Jake. You know, he's doing all these things because he's trying to change his lot through technology, man. But even this written, you see, he's within his lot doing it. You know, you can't escape. All right, the will of you. How about Shema Shah? Matter of fact, we're gonna read down. We're gonna get into it. And see, a lot of people get offended at this. That Yahweh Shema Shah, this is how he operates, man. This is how he gets down, man. This is the will of the Father. This is how he move, and people are offended at that. Especially people who have, this mindset like you have some type of free will. They offended at how Shema Shah, maneuvering the scriptures, man. When they hear these things, it is what it is, man. It says, verse 12 says, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. It is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? The Most High forbid. Yeah, because you would think there was unrighteous for the Most High to already to create a nation, all right? And one nation he gonna love and choose and give them all these blessings, in the latter end. And one nation he's gonna hate, you know. They're gonna be blessed, but then they have a destruction coming. Ultimately, they're gonna be wiped off the earth, man. So you like, well, he made them like that. Well, he can do what he want. You see, he made existence. Who he owe? Who does the Most High owe? Everything that you've enjoyed ever, not in this lifetime, but in every lifetime, all the enjoyment and pleasure that you had. Who created all that? The concept of life. Who created that? So he can do what he want, how he want, with who he want, man. Who gonna check him? you know? And it says, keep reading, and it says, verse 15, it says, for he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. We all at the mercy of Yahweh Shema Shai. We're all at the will and mercy of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. What we're doing, everybody that's here listen to this live stream, me doing the live stream. This is the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, or it wouldn't have happened. That's why you always got the Wali Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, you woke up, you like today, Monday, you wake up Tuesday, and you understand the truth. The Wali Yahweh Shema Shai, man, because we are at his mercy, man. All right, he can zap you, he can take you out of here. He can do what he want, man. All right. So, Romans 9:17 said, for the scriptures save unto Pharaoh. All right. All right. It says, so the scripture. Yeah, I read 17. It says, for the scripture say unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared through all the earth. And this is what he's doing to Esau now. Esau is the modern day Pharaoh. So he's raising Esau up for a purpose, to show his purpose, to show his power. All right. The scriptures say what the Lord is known by the judgment which he executed. And see, he's finna make his name famous in the earth again by the judgment that we finna see executed on Esau, man. All right, he's gonna make a name for himself through judgment on Esau, man, because Esau looked at as this, this unmovable, force in the earth who can make war with the beast. Well, Yahweh Shah gonna make war with the beast, and he coming in the name of his father, man. You see? And then it says, verse 18, therefore have he had mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he harden. Thou wilt say then, why doth he yet find fault? For who have resisted his will? Who have resisted his will? Nobody. All right, you gotta do exactly what's written. All right, in the script for you to do, man. No one is going off script. Everybody's within the script. You know, you got brothers, all right, that left the truth, like, cause a lot of another thing too, like you got certain you got certain characters in the script, and it represents, pretty much a multitude. Come on, man. Hold on. It represents pretty much a multitude. Like it'd be an account about one person, but that one person will represent, right, a multitude. Now, you go to 2 Timothy 4:10. It says, "For Demas, all right, have forsaken me," and this is the Apostle Paul, right? "For Demas have forsaken me, having loved this present world, and is departed unto Thessalonica, Crescens to Galatia, Titus unto Dalmatia." All right, Dalmatia. So Demas was once with the Apostle Paul teaching and bringing out the word, but what happened? He loved this current world, and I've seen brothers in this camp do that. I seen a brother in this camp do that, man. He left the truth for this present world. I seen that firsthand, but guess what? It was already written. It was nothing he can do about it. He had an exact time that he would be in the camp and the exact time that he would go back into the world. You see? That's how this thing works, man. And that's why we should serve Yahweh Shem Al-Shah with fear and trembling, man. No one can get proud. No one can act like they made it. No one can act like they got it. No. Most High, all right, Yahweh Shem Al-Shah has everything appointed, man. And then that also on the flip side, because that makes us fear, but then that give us joy in knowing that we already had the victory too. If we endure, we got the victory. Because it's already appointed. The victory is already appointed, man. Everything is appointed, man. And let's get that parable. Because Yahweh Shah speak about, our people that won't get it. All right, this is Matthew 13:10. And then we'll get that parable in Mark. All right, this is Matthew 13:10. And it says, "And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? And he answered and said unto you, Because it is given, all right, unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom, but to them it is not given." So it was given, or it was appointed to you for you to know the mysteries of the kingdom. See, you gotta be born to believe the gospel. The Most High you gotta have a certain makeup for you to believe this doctrine, man. All right, for a brother to be a prophet, man. You see, you gotta be born. You born into this thing, man. All right. Matter of fact, what they say in if a brother can post it, how the fear of the Lord, how the faithful was born with it from the womb. I won't say it's Sirach, the first chapter. If a brother find it, if not, I'll try to find it, later on. All right. But you gotta be born. You born into it, man. I say this ain't no split second decision of Yahweh by Shem Al-Shah. Yep, and brothers posted it. Let's get both of these. Yep, the hope for elect too. It says Ecclesiastes 39:24. It says, "As his ways are plain unto the holy," those that were appointed to get it. It's plain. It's plain. Like, we clearly see who Esau Edom is in the scriptures, man. All right, we clearly see what the MOTB is, man. We clearly see the order of man and woman. All right, we clearly see nuclear missiles in the scriptures, man. It's plain to us, man. All right, the Israelite foreigners, our people looking like the other nation due to us being scattered. It's plain because it was appointed, all right, unto a remnant of our people to get it, man. You see? It says, "So are they stumbling blocks." There you go again. Yahweh Shai, the chief cornerstone and their stumbling block. So for the holy, he their chief cornerstone. For For the wicked, he's a stumbling block. So are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. And the Most High set them stumbling blocks up, all right, because he didn't want Jake to get it, man. All right, a lot of our people that ain't right. Now this is brother GMS and Truth Orlando. It says to fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb. You see, there's something that was put in our DNA from the womb, and that's why Esau wants to change. See, Esau is deep in his wickedness, man, and he wants to change the DNA of the elect because he know there was something put in us, all right, from the spiritual realm that he can't do nothing with. You see, that's why this man is trying to get, you know, inside us, man. All right. Yep, like the brother Bayon Yashala put Titus 1:15. Unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure, but even their mind and conscience is defiled. Yeah, man. So there's something, all right. I mean, there's people that no matter how you break it down, you can show them a documentary, you can break it down, you can show them the artifacts, you can show them this and show them that. It's not meant for them to get it. All right, nothing is pure unto them. You know, they're defiled. Their mind frame is defiled, polluted to where they can't get it. They wasn't built to understand this, man. You see? Now, let's get that parable because demons, like I say, people like demons. It was demons like to do that. And demons represent a lot of men who have came into this ministry, preach, you know, the gospel, and they fell back in love with the world, man. You know? All right, this is Mark 4:1. It says, and he began to teach by the seaside, and there were gathered unto him a great multitude, said that so that he entered into the ship and sat in the sea, and the whole multitude was by the sea on the land. And he taught them many things by parables, and said unto them in his doctrine, Hearken, behold, there went out a sower to sow, and it came to pass as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and the fowls of the air came and devoured it up. And some fell on the stony ground where it had not much earth, and immediately it sprang up because it had no depth of earth. But when the sun was up, it was scorched, and because it had no root, it withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it out, and it yielded no fruit. And others fell on the good ground and did yield fruit that sprang up and increased and brought forth some 30 and some 60 and some 100. And he said unto them, he that have ears to hear, let him hear. And when he was alone, they were about him. All right, they that were about him with the 12 asked of him the parable. And he said unto them, unto you, all right, going back to it again, unto you is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of the Most High, but unto them that are without, all things are done in parables. All right, now he's going to break it down. Verse 12 said, that seeing they may see and not perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand, lest at any time they should be converted and their sins should be forgiven them. All right, so the Most High made them not understand, so they won't be converted, so they won't be forgiven for their sins. You know, and guess what? King David prayed for that, man. All right, King David prayed for that, for niggas not to be able to come into this, man. When you go to Psalm 69, and then we're gonna get the explanation of the parable. All right, Psalm 69 and 69. Yep. Psalm 69 and 22. It says, let their table become a snare before them. All right, and the table is pretty much this ministry, man. You see, and then also when you study, most likely you're at a table, you know. So them our people trying to get into the scriptures, Most High made it a snare to them. All right, because this table, this spiritual food, you know, where they supposed to be able to sit and eat, now it's a snare to them. That's why you have some guys, the harder they try to get into the scriptures, the more confused they are, man. because hey, the Most High got it set up for them to be confused, man. The Bible has become a snare unto them, and it says, "Let their table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap." You see, that should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap. So you got Jake that try hard, with their own will to try to get into the scriptures, but the more they get into it, the more entrapped they come. All right, that's why you got Jake, talking about ain't no Yahweh Shai. You got Jake talking about Ishmael is Esau. You know, the so-called white man is Japhet. You know, the more they try to get into it, the more entangled and confused they get. All right, you get guys like Raptor News. The more confused they get because King David prayed for them niggas not to come into it. It said, "Let their eyes be darkened," which is their understanding, "that they see not, and make their loins continue to shake. Pour out thy indignation upon them, and let thy wrathful anger take hold of them." Yeah, because since they can't come into it, they can't be converted. And if they're not converted, all right, and come to repentance and believe, guess what? They're going to be subjugated to the punishment. Yahweh Shema Shah wants particular people not to get it so he can punish them. All right? They not gonna come in because we've all had that, that zeal in the beginning where we strain and trying to break it down to people. We strain and trying to break it down to our family. We going through all the precepts and they were just bouncing off. All the precepts just bouncing off, man. You see? Why? Because the Most High don't want them to get it. All right? He want to kill Jake, man. All right? The nigga woman. All right? He wants to kill them. He don't want them to get it. So we don't waste time with those that don't get it. It's a waste of time. It's not in their lot to get it. We can't change that. Everybody back in their lot, man. All right? And it says, I'm going to jump down to 68. And it says, I jumped, verse 25. I keep reading. It said, "Let their habitation be desolate, and let none dwell in their tents." Yeah, and see, there's pretty much like the reason why a lot, because the let gonna come from everywhere. The let gonna come from the projects, the hoods, the middle class, college Jake, working Jake, blue collar Jake. The let gonna come from anywhere. But when you read verse 25, it said, "Let their habitation be desolate, and let none dwell in their tents." Hey, a lot of reason why Jake is in these different neighborhoods and scenarios. Hey, King David prayed for these niggas to be in bad conditions, man. Cause remember, King David had to deal with niggas within his kingdom, man. Niggas ain't a new invention. All right, they just more modernized now. You see. But King David prayed for them niggas to dwell in desolate places, man. And you go to the hood, you see all them abandos. The lot of some neighborhoods look like post-war, man. And a lot of them people that's in there, is due to the curses put up by King David, man. Jeremiah put them curses up. He prayed for Jake to be fatherless, man. All right, because that's detrimental to the upbringing, of family. If a family is fatherless, but hey, our forefathers prayed for that because niggas weren't right, man. But that don't mean every single person in the hood or the projects is wicked. All right, but you have the mass majority, they there because of the curses our forefathers put up on them niggas, man. You see, this is back into it. It says, add iniquity unto their iniquity. Yeah, it says add iniquity to their iniquity. Let them keep. That's why you went from NWA to Jerry Curls and the Shades, Jake smoking weed, drinking 40s, to what you got now. Lil Uzi Vert, all right, Lil Nas X, Tekashi 6ix9ine, You know, Young Thug. That's them adding iniquity unto iniquity. You see, it was already set up for these niggas to be doing this, man. The fourth, hey, King David putting curses on these niggas, man. Yeah, waxing worse and worse, man. All right. Why? Because he want that. Most High want that punishment to build up. Because what he finna do to Jake, how about Shemal Shah finna do to Jake? All right. The pride of our people, the nigga woman, what he's about to do to them is something the earth ain't never seen before, man. Because look how the Most High has let Esau just build up so much, and he gonna unleash Esau Edom on Jake, you know. And Esau ain't got no choice but to do it. He can't even say no, and we gonna get that. And it says verse 28. It said, "Let them be blotted out of the book of the living, and not be written with the righteous." All right. So King David put up curses on niggas, man. The Most High, and he granted King David curses, man. You know. Let them niggas not get it, man. It said, bow their neck down always. That's in every reincarnation, man. Always, man. Now, like I say, the Most High finna unleash, all right, Esau on niggas, man. And even Esau, he can't even, he gotta do it. You see that? Yeah, Esau gotta come on in. Now this is Isaiah 10:5. It says, "Oh, Assyrian," which is speaking to, all right, Esau Edom, because he's, that modern day Assyrian, that military might, because Assyria was known for their great, military might. It says, "Oh, Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation." Yeah. So the weaponry that the Esau has, the Most High has allowed this man to amass, over his rulership. The Lord did that because he wants to use Esau to execute his indignation, his righteous anger, all right, on Jake, man. So he allowed Esau to tap into all these different sources of technology and, to study, pain and torture and, go deep into his wickedness. Why, man? Because he wants to unleash Esau on niggas, man. You know? And it says, verse 6, "And I will send him against a hypocritical nation and against the people of my wrath." Yeah, because Jake is very hypocritical, man. All right, this is a very hypocritical people, man. I say Jake did all this singing and dancing all these decades, for the Lord. But as soon as it came time to apply faith, Jake trusted in science, man. Jake trusted in, people he never seen before. Edomites just popping up. Nigga didn't know who Elon Musk was, or, Dr. Fauci. Nigga didn't even know Joe Biden. Nigga didn't know Joe Biden, man. Till about 3-4 months before the election, niggas didn't know who Joe Biden was, man. But this is a very hypocritical people, man. They put on all that show, about how they love the Lord, man, but no one is talking about faith. Ain't no precepts came out from Jake about, what's going on right now, man. All right? Jake mashed up everywhere, in the car, everywhere you go. You see? It's a hypocritical people, man. Then they say Black Lives Matter, but then they exalt a culture that with the doctrine where you kill yourself. All right? Abortion is cool. Niggas kill niggas. All right? The nigga woman, you know, it's a culture of destruction. Adultery is rampant. They say Black Lives Matter, but then your whole culture is based on you killing yourself, man. The way you eat, the way you think. You see? So read on, and it says, "And against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge." Yeah, so the Most High gonna give Esau the charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. Yeah, he gonna lay niggas flat, man. And how about Shemal Shah finna run through Jake, man? You see, that's something like we got, the spirit just been on me lately. Like, how about Shema Shai finna do a mighty work on Jake, man. He gonna do a mighty work on Jake. He gonna run through Jake, man. And it's gonna be millions of Israelites killed in America, man. Tens of millions of Israelites is gonna be put to death, man, in horrible ways, man. And he's gonna give Esau Edom that charge, man. And your boy ready. Like he created Esau, like I said, just like the fear of the Lord was created with the faithful in the womb. Well, guess what? Esau not having mercy on Jacob, it was like that from the womb, because what was happening in the womb of Rebecca? Esau and Jacob was into it. You see? Because it's Esau's nature, all right, to oppress Jake. That's his nature. So now this man has got elevated to this point, you know. He's higher than he ever been, and then he finna get turned loose on Jake, man. That's why hey, you should fear Yahweh Shema Shai, man, because he can leave you open to that, man. All right. That's why it's not time to be proud. Now, when you go into it, says, how be it, now this is verse 7. It says, how be it, he meaneth not so, neither though his heart thinks so, but it is in his heart to destroy and cut off nations, not a few. Yeah. So it ain't about what we want to do, man. It's what the Lord wants to be done, man. You see, it's about what Yahweh Shema Shai wants to be done, and his will gonna be fulfilled in the earth, man. Everything else, all right, everything else is vanity, man. His will gonna be fulfilled. All right, and we can end it there. Since I said that, this is Luke 19 and 21. There are many devices in a man's heart, all right, in his mind. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, Yahweh by Shema Shai, that shall stand, man. So that's all right. Who got the last say so in everything to play out on the earth, man? You know? So everyone is in there a lot. There's nothing we can do about it. Jake gonna keep coming with more false doctrine. They gotta keep waxing worse. They gotta do it. You see? The women like Jezebel and Revelation. You gonna have women that want to pop up and teach. There's their lot. You know, everybody playing out their lot. We just gotta keep sending out sound doctrine, man. You know, we just gotta keep teaching. All right, the truth, man. Keep teaching the sound doctrine to the believers, man. You know, see what's going. You can respond to different things, but at the end of the day, you can't take it too personal because they just in their lot. You know, so Lord will you brothers and you few sisters edified. Till the next time I say Shalom, Kwam Yashala, Bible Ball, DTA soon. Shalom.